So today we need to talk about the US economy and specifically how far your money is going to go. Well, we have some new updates regarding the presidential candidates. What is former President Donald Trump doing, and what is current Vice President Kamala Harris, and what is her plan for our economy moving forward? Well, people are now talking about Kamalanomics. And what is it? Well, it's just like Bidenomics. However, Kamala Harris wants to distance herself from what President Biden has been doing. And on top of that, she has a big plan. I want to explain what is in this plan, how this could work, and what this could mean for you and your family moving forward. So, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So let's get right down to it. What is Kamalanomics? Well, it's just like Bidenomics. However, she is not going and changing the word. She does not want to get behind this. However, the interesting part is it's a lot of the same stuff. I want to show you this. Okay? Look at this right here. It says Harris economic plan features new tax cuts, housing incentives, and price caps. That's very similar to what current President Joe Biden has done. But yet, she's not calling this Bidenomics. She wants to distance herself from that because of the way it has went down. I want to explain a few things though. Okay? So let's look at some of the key points. First one right here. Vice President Kamala Harris will unveil a new package of economic proposals that she would prioritize in her first 100 days in office. Now, that's if she wins, okay? I'm not here to argue whether she's going to win or lose. I just want to show you what she is proposing. The reason for this, I think some of these things have a place in our current economy, but it doesn't mean that she's the only one that can provide it. Also, some of the things that she's proposing would require congressional approval. And I don't know at this point if she would be the one to get it done, because there's a good chance Republicans will win the majority in the Senate and keep the majority in the House. Let's keep reading this. It goes on to say, the policies that she's proposing include a ban on corporate price gouging to lower the cost of groceries and prescription drugs, and they aim to expand affordable housing and cut taxes for the middle class. Okay, so we are going to see the middle class get some additional income because of these tax cuts? Yeah, let's look into this. Let's see what she's proposing. The first one, okay, here we go. It's on groceries and food. It says, in an effort to tackle the stubbornly high price of groceries, Harris will work with Congress to advance the first ever federal ban on corporate price gouging on food and groceries. It says this would include setting clear rules of the road so that corporations can't unfairly exploit consumers to run up excessive corporate profits on grocery staples. All right, so right there, the first ever ban on corporate price gouging. Well, we'll see if that happens, but again, that would likely require some additional approval. Here's the next one, and a big one. Affordable housing and rent. It says Harris's plan would help cash-strapped renters by blocking data firms from hiking lease rates and, this is a big one, preventing Wall Street investors from buying homes in bulk to resell at a premium. The problem is they've already been doing this, okay? That Wall Street investors have already been buying billions and billions of dollars in real estate over the past couple years. Well, actually, really over the past 3 years. Lately, not so much. But they're buying it, holding it, renting it out, and then if they want to, they'll just sell it at a premium. Because again, if they buy up a $5 million in a small city, and they're selling bits and pieces here and there, some of these investment firms, they don't need to sell. They can hold on for years. wait for everyone else to sell, and then they're going to get more money. Again, it's going to drive up costs, but that is one of the things that she's talking about. It says Harris will also call for the U.S. to construct 3 million new homes over the next 4 years. In order to facilitate that, she will call for a new tax incentive for builders who construct starter homes. Okay? Again, in order to do this, she would need congressional approval, which again, depending on who wins the Senate and the House, that will dictate whether or not some of this stuff passes. It says, as the supply of entry-level homes expanded, the Harris plan would provide working families who have paid their rent on time for 2 years and are buying their first home up to $25,000 in a down payment assistance with more generous support for first-generation homeowners. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay? They are going to up the incentive to buy a home, give you up to $25,000 in down payment assistance. That's huge. Okay, that would be huge. Now, let's talk about healthcare costs. Here we go. Healthcare costs. It says Harris would seek to expand the Biden administration's landmark $35 price cap on insulin for Medicare recipients to cover insulin for all Americans, not just the elderly. And this is something that I questioned before, and I thought this was a good idea to cap insulin at $35 per month. I thought that was good because, again, it was getting out of hand. But it's not just the elderly people that are using insulin. And so because of that, I think we pretty much made it difficult for others, because according again, I don't take insulin. I know some people that do. But according to what I've been told is that for those that aren't elderly and don't have a $35 cap, that they've actually seen the price of insulin go up. So again, I don't take insulin, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But if you do, let me know down in the comment section below if that's what you're seeing as well. Let's talk about the tax cuts. This is a big one. This is one that the Biden administration has attempted to do some tax cuts for lower income households and even the middle class. We haven't seen much for it though. But look at this. It says, restoring the expanded child tax credits that were first introduced during the COVID pandemic is a long-standing goal of the Biden administration, and one that Harris will take up if she is elected. Again, the expanded child tax credits. Okay, that's a big one. But look at this. She will also go one step further and propose expanding tax relief of up to $6,000 for families with a newborn. According to reports that if you make under $100,000, you would be eligible for this. $6,000 for families, that is, what, $500 a month? $500 a month. That is big. That's a big tax cut, big tax relief proposal. Again, I don't know if this goes through, and the reason I say this is because I don't think Republicans would go for this, and I don't think if Vice President Kamala Harris wins the presidency, I don't know if Republicans are giving up the House and the Senate. I think Republicans will have the majority in at least one of those, if not both. And so, again, I don't think this passes Congress. But we will see. So I just wanted to leave this with you so that you understand what Vice President Kamala Harris is looking at doing at this time. This is her proposal, okay? This is what she's discussing. Do I think this is all going to pass? No, I don't. Do I know if she's going to win or not? Again, no, I don't. But you need to know what she's running on so that you can decide whether or not this is the person you're voting for, or is it going to be the other party. So, again, I will leave you with that. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.